The CDC has eased masking guidelines for fully vaccinated people, as we've been reporting since last Thursday. And now people who received their final shot at least 2 weeks ago don't have to wear face coverings outdoors and in most indoor settings as well. So what does this mean when you go to work or maybe you walk into a store? Joining me this morning is Andy Trusevich. He is an expert in labor and employment law, been practicing for about 29 years, in fact. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So my first question, can employers require workers now to wear masks if they're not fully vaccinated?
They can. So what Governor DeSantis signed into law, it goes into effect July 1st, signed a couple executive orders, placeholders to fill in the gap till July 1st. But private businesses and theme parks can still have their own policies, their own restrictions. The easiest is the old sign, no shirt, no shoes, no service. They can still require masks if they want to. It's a choice by businesses.
And what about requiring employees become vaccinated?
That is the great question. And so the EEOC came out with some guidelines last December. And the EEOC, even though their guidelines are not law, they're helpful for businesses to guide them. The EEOC says you can require businesses can require employees to be vaccinated. But again, the reason people don't like lawyers, because I'm about to say there's two for that. One is the American with Disabilities Act, meaning I have adverse reactions to vaccines, so therefore I'm not going to take the vaccine. And two, religious beliefs, sincerely held religious beliefs. The old example, I'm not going to take a blood transfusion because it's against my religious beliefs. Those are the two exceptions. So the answer is yes, but as an employment lawyer for 29 years, I wouldn't recommend businesses requiring that unless they're healthcare.
So if someone then refuses to get vaccinated, let's say, or even to wear a mask, do they have any legal recourse against their employer if they're feeling pressured, or if for some reason their employer fires them as a result of either?
So again, great question. It's most states and most employment is employment at will, unless you work for some local governments or if you're unionized and have a collective bargaining agreement. But barring those two, it's employment at will. So they really don't. An employer could fire somebody for that, but then that subject opens them up to discrimination lawsuits. So far, I know of one lawsuit filed in federal court in New Mexico. It was a correctional guard, and he was threatened with termination if he doesn't get vaccinated. He has since filed a federal lawsuit that is in the works. But the answer is yes, they can require that as a condition of employment.
And so as more workers are returning to the offices, we're seeing here, in fact, locally, if a worker does get COVID and says they somehow caught it from someone at work because they're feeling pressured to go back to the office as opposed to working from home, do they have the ability to sue their employer as a result?
Most employers have workers' compensation, so the employee would have to prove that that they actually got it at work because the coworker next to them was not vaccinated and transmitted it. It's a high burden, but it would go under workers' comp, so they couldn't sue because of workers' comp, but it would be a workers' comp claim. So businesses have a lot of minefields too. They have to abide by the EEOC guidelines, OSHA guidelines, the Department of Labor guidelines, and then state guidelines like Governor DeSantis' law that he signed into law.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and pivoting away from workplace here for a moment, let's just say going to the grocery store and that the grocer requires face coverings to, from the public, anybody who enters. Are they legally able to deny a customer because they're not wearing a mask?
They are. And so the new law in Florida exempts private businesses and theme parks to be able to do whatever restriction they want. Again, I think what you're going to see is many businesses came out and said today they're not going to require customers to wear face masks. But if, again, doing 29 years of employment, I would advise businesses to have the employees to continue wearing face masks, especially retail, or if you're grocery stores that are handling food, working at the deli counter with customers. So I think what you're going to see is customers aren't going to be required to wear face masks, but the employees are going to be continued to require to wear face masks.
Yeah, which we continue to see, actually. Andy Trusevich, an expert in labor and employment law. Thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Stay safe.